Hello everybody. So today I want to talk about calculus. The topic that is about differential equations. So now I want to show you how to answer. For this one, we need to create about complementary solution and particular solution. So this one I will put about yc equals to e to the power of lambda t. So if we do first derivative of yc in here, we have lambda e to the power of lambda t. So if we do first derivative of this one, we keep the same e to the power of lambda t. Later that we need to do first derivative of lambda t. You got lambda. Now we go to second derivative of yc and we have lambda square e to the power of lambda t. Now we have this one. So this one equals to number 0 because this is about complementary solution. So I will put this one gone here and this one gone here. So we have lambda square e to the power of lambda t plus e to the power of lambda t. So e to the power of lambda t we can do about factorization. So we have lambda square plus 1 equals to number 0. And this one, we need to find the solution in here. So I will put number 1 go to the right. And we have lambda square equals to negative number 1. So if we want to find the solution, we have lambda equals to the square root of negative number 1. And we have lambda equals to negative of the square root of negative number 1. We know that the square root of negative number 1, that is about I. That's about complex number in here. So in this situation, we have yc equals to c number 1. That is about the constant number 1, e to the power of I t. And we have c number 2, e to the power of negative I t. And this one we can write another way. That is about c1 psi t. And we have c number 2 cosine t. So this is the first step. Now we go to the second one about particular solution. We see that we have t square plus 1. So I need to put about yb equals to capital 8 plus bt plus ct square. So if we do first derivative, this one that is about the constant, so you got number 0. This one we have number 1, so we have b. This one we have 2ct. Now we go to second derivative of yb. And this one we have 2c. So in this situation, I will put this one gone here and this one gone here. So we have like this. Now this one equals to t square plus 1. So we see that coefficient of t square, that is about number 1. So c equals to number 1. The next one we don't have t, so b equals to number 0, and we have number 1, so we have 2c plus a equals to number 1. However, we have c equals to number 1. We put number 1 cone here, and we have number 2. 8 equal to number 1 minus number 2. We have 8 equals to negative number 1. And now we put negative number 1, 0, number 1 gone here. And we have yb equals to negative number 1. And we put about number 1 in here. So after we have yb and yc, we have y equal to yc plus yb. Yc, that is about this one. Yb, that is about this one. So we have the conditions in here. So when t equals to b, yb equals to b squared. So b, I will put this one cone here, this one cone here, this one cone here, and b square, I will put this one cone here. So we have like this. So cosine b, that is about negative number 1. This one we have number 0. And now we have like this, b square and b square we cancel for the both sides. So we have negative c number 2, negative number 1. And now we can find the value of c number 2. That is about negative number 1. Because I will put negative c number 2 going here. Now we have the second one. So if we want to find this one, we need to do first the derivative of this one. So we have like this. First derivative of sine t, we have cosine t. The next one we have negative c number 2 sine t. The next one we have 2t. Now we put this one goal here. So that should be like this. So we have cosine b, that is about negative number 1. This one we have number 0. 2b, 2b, they cancel each other. So we have number 0 equal to negative c number 1. That means c number 1 equals to number 0. After we have c number 1 and c number 2, we put the value cone here. So we have like this. This one we have number 0, so we don't have sine t. C number 2, we have negative number 1. We put this one cone here. And we have negative cosine t. And we have t squared minus 1. This is the end. Thank you for watching.